Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to Azure 204 Lab 4 exercise 5. And in this video, so here is the lab scenario. And so far we are done with exercise 1, exercise 2, 3 and 4. In this video we'll go and work on exercise 5 and here we'll try to access Cosmos using .NET. So we'll write piece of code here. Okay, now let's go to the instruction page where we have all the instructions from Azure. Okay, here we are. Now, task 1 is to update the library with the Cosmos SDK and references. So we need to go to the our VS Code and we need to change the context root to adventureworks.context. So currently it is adventureworks.migrate. So we have to change it to context. Okay. So let's go and quickly run this particular command. Dot migrate. I'll do cd and okay. So now here you can see the context root. We have changed it to adventureworks.context here. So it's pointing to this particular project. Let's go back here. Now we need to add Microsoft.azure.cosmos db namespace or package. So I'll copy this one. Again, I'll go back to the VS Code. I'll put the command here, hit enter. So here we are going to add or download the library, this one, this package, Microsoft.azure.cosmos db so that we can connect to the Cosmos. Okay. So we are good here. Let's go back. Now here we need to run the .NET build command. Okay, so let's just go and build the command. Run the command .NET build just to make sure that there are no errors in the project. So we are good here. There are no errors. Perfect. So here we are done with task 1. Task 2 is says write .NET code to connect to Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, so now we are going to write some code. So we need to go to the expand the adventureworks.context project and look for right click in the context for node and select a new file. Okay, so we are going to create a new file. Let's copy the name from here and from the code editor this file add the following lines of code to import the adventureworks.models and okay, so basically we need to import this one. So first let's go and create a new class, context, new file. I'll put the name as it is, enter. So here is our new class. Now we need to import the models references. I'll go back and I'll put here. Okay, Control S. Let's go back. Now next thing is add the following lines of code. So basically we need to add few more namespaces. One of them is Microsoft.azure.cosmosdb and then linq. Okay. So this is just to run queries. Okay, I'll paste it here. Save. Let's go back. Now again we need to add few more namespaces. These are the default ones or built-in. Okay, so this one is to access the models, these two to make use of Cosmos DB, and these two are default built-in namespaces. Now in our adventureworks.context namespace block we need to add this particular namespace. Okay, I'll put it here. Next, within this particular context namespace enter the following code to create a new class. Okay, so let's go and create a new class. Copy. So inside this context I'm gonna put, here is our new class. Okay, and class name is adventureworks cosmos context. Okay, now update the declaration of the adventureworks cosmos context class by adding a specification indicating that this class will implement the iAdventureWorks product context. Okay, so we'll just need this one. Just need one. Control S. Perfect. Now next is within the AdventureWorks Cosmos context class, enter the following line of code to create a new read-only container variable name. So we are going to introduce a read-only container name, and this is how it looks like. Now add a new constructor. So I'll copy the constructor from and I'll paste it here. So this is our constructor. Here we have connection string, database, and container name, online retail. Okay, let's go back. Now within the constructor, we need to add this particular piece of code. It will create a new instance of Cosmos client to obtain both of the database and container. So I'll copy this piece of code from here. I'll go and put inside our constructor. So if you see, we still need to supply connection string. So that will do later. Now in the AdventureWorks Cosmos context class, add a new find model async method. So we are going to introduce a new more method, a new method in this particular class outside of constructor. I'll put it here. Okay, find model async. Now within find model async method, add the following block piece of code to create a LINQ. Basically, it will create a query, transform it into an iterator, iterate over the result set, and then return a single item in the result set. So this SQL, let me copy this one and I'll go here. I'll paste within this particular method. Now, if you see, let me just push. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Here we have an iterator which will get the items from Cosmos, and here we are going to iterate the data, and it will print the list single or default value. So it will just result the matching records. Now within the adventure class, AdventureWorks Cosmos DB, add new get model async method. So again we are going to add one more method. So I'll put it here. Okay, let's go back. Now in this particular method, we are going to add this particular piece of code and get the query result iterator. Will iterate through it. Okay, it's here. And then over the result set, and then return the union of all the results. Okay, so it will result all the matches. Okay, union. Okay, so basically here is our select star SQL. It will execute, it will iterate through the result set, and it will return all the SQL output, the result of SQL. Okay, now next is within AdventureWorks Cosmos context class, we need to add find product async method. Okay, so it will be our third method here in the class. Let's go back. Now here within this particular method, we need to add this following piece of code, piece of block. It will get the query result iterator and iterate over the result set, and then return the single item in the result set. So basically it will go and select all the data. Here you see select from Cosmos DB, and then it will return only one value, the matching one. Okay, so here is our new method, third one. I think it's good to pay attention to the SQL. Let's go back. Now next we just need to save, we need to change the context root, and then we need to run the .NET build command. So context root is currently pointing to this one only, so there is no need to change the context root. So we'll simply run the .NET build command just to make sure that there are no errors in the project. So build is success. So we are good. Now update the Azure Cosmos DB connection string. If you guys remember, there was one parameter which we are supposed to pass. So we need to go to the adventureworks.web project. We need to open the app settings.json file, and in the JSON file line 4, go and look for this particular value. It's a blank. Update the value of Azure AdventureWorks Cosmos context property by setting its value to the primary connection string. Okay. So which one is the primary connection string? This is what I need. I'll copy. I'll go here. Just follow me here. We need to go to the web. Where is that? It's here. App settings. Azure AdventureWorks Cosmos context, and we'll put the connection string here. Okay. Save. Control S. Let's go back. Now, so we are good here. We just need to save. We just need to update the value that we did just now. Now task 4 says update .NET application startup logic. Okay, so again we need to go to the web. We need to look for the startup.cs file. In the startup class, find the existing configured product service method. Okay, it is here. Now in the current product service uses SQL as its database. Okay, within configure product service method, delete all the existing lines of code. Okay, and then within the configure product service method, add the following block of code to change the products provided to the AdventureWorks Cosmos context implementation that you created earlier in this lab. So we just need to delete whatever is there inside configure product service method. Okay, so follow me here. We just need to go to web startup.cs configure product service. It's here. So we need to delete everything from here, and I'll just paste the piece of code which I copied from the portal. Control S. Okay, let's go back. Now once you are here, save the file. Task 5 says validate the .NET application successfully connected to Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, now we need to change the context root and then we need to run our project. Okay, so let's go. If you see currently context is pointing to somewhere else, so I'll do cd clear. Let's go to web and now .NET run. Our program should connect to the Cosmos DB. Okay, so let's see what happens now. So, okay, let's go back to the portal. .NET run on the taskbar. Okay, just go and open localhost 5000. Now in the web application, observe the list of models displayed from the front page. Go and find out this one, 1000 model, and select view details from Turing 1000 product details page. Perform the following actions. Select options list from this one. Okay, add to the cart. Now you will see that, then observe that the checkout functionality is still disabled. Okay, so let's open this one, 5000, which I opened here. Okay, now here we need to go and look for, what was that, Turing 1000. Okay, where's that? Control F T O U 1000 RNG dash 100. Okay, it's here. Let's click on view details, and now here you should be able to see the drop down. Okay, let's go and select the first one. I think it was first one only. Okay, first one, yellow 50. Sorry, not this one, yellow 50. Okay, this one. And if you see, add to cart is still disabled for us. Okay, so that is what is expected, so we are good here. Now okay, close the browser, close. Okay, so still disabled. Return to the VS Code. So in this exercise you wrote C# code to query an Azure Cosmos DB collection by using .NET code. Okay, so now here you can see, like initially when we were working on this application, we were fetching all the data from Azure SQL database, and now we are getting all the details from Azure Cosmos DB, right? So basically we have migrated all the data from Azure SQL database to Azure Cosmos DB, and our application is running. It's working perfectly fine. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll catch you in the next video and we'll work on the exercise 6.